It's Jackie, and I thought we'd do another flip through of my binder journal, my scrap journal. I don't know what to call it. I haven't done one in a while, and it's because I thought I had no pages done, but then when I actually look back, I've done a lot of pages. So we'll just jump right in and I'll show you what I've got. So the first one is called, so we left off on Back to Work, and the next one's called John Went to the Velodrome, which is like this big biking arena that we have here in Toronto. I think they built it for some games. I don't know. All I know is that you drive at ridiculously fast speeds, something like as fast as a car goes on the highway is how fast these bicycles go. So to me that's terrifying, but he was up for it, so off he went. So I just used this journaling card to put who went, what, where, and when. And then I had this little bicycle die cut. I think that was from the IM collection. I cut it out of a journaling card. And I just did my best to work with this hideous paper. So I haven't made any secret of the fact that I don't enjoy this paper collection. So a lot of it is just trying to cover it up. And I don't have many embellishments left. So the pages are a little bit simple, but I work with it the best I can, and I think all things considered the pages turned out pretty good. I call the next one Keeping Cozy, and I had this sticker from the Echo Park Keeping Cozy collection. I've been sitting on that one for maybe like a year and a half now. I keep waiting for the perfect winter adventure, and slowly I'm pilfering the stickers from it while I wait. So we just stayed indoors on the couch, and I was playing with my selfie sticks, so we took all these different selfies, and I just put them like a film strip. Me and my husband cuddled up under the blanket because it was cold out, and I just did a little bit of journaling here. I printed this off the Weather Network website, and yeah, I think that's pretty much all there is. Some Heidi Swap gold chipboard elements. I have so many of these. Gotta use them up. The next page is called New Kittens, and it's not about me. I did not get a new kitten, but my mother and my sister went out one day, and they both got kittens. So I just put the first pictures that we have of them. My mother's cat made herself right at home in the sink on the first night she spent there, and this is my sister taking her cat home in the car, and I just printed out their names and stuck those down. A little bit of journaling here. This was something that I die cut out of one of my scraps. I used my Calverteschi Alphas on this one, and I just love that page. Next thing we did was go see the movie Deadpool. It was huge for that week that it was new. I think everybody went to see it. So I just did what I normally do when I see a movie, and I just paste down my ticket. I cut some things out of the movie magazine, and then I just used this journaling card to talk about the other things we did all day. And I just listed 5 fun things that we did, and I used the sticker that says I love this day. Just a little embellishment cluster up here. And I'm really impressed with myself that I made this sickly green color work. The next one is called Snow, because this has been a winter of no snow. So when it happens, I just want to shout it from the rooftop. I get so excited. So I just took a picture of how snowy it was, and looking at the window now, it's hard to believe that ever happened because it's like hot and sunny out there right now. And I used some of these Recollection snowflakes that I thought I wasn't going to get a chance to use. And these are some ancient alphas. I've had these forever. I think they're K & Company or something like that. I don't know, they're chipboard. And I can never find a reason to use them. So we did another room escape. I called it number 6 because that's the 6th one we've done. It's called The Trial of the Mad Fox Society. And I just had so much ephemera for this one, I thought I'd just spread it out over 2 pages. I don't normally do that, but I am trying to use up all this paper by the end of the month, so it just seemed like a good idea. So this is the flyer for the one that we did. We escaped, so I put the word winners, and this is the picture they took of us as winners, and you can see we all have fox masks on. I got to wear the red fox mask. And then we stopped at the Japanese snack store. It's actually a grocery store, but we just went and got snacks. And then I just used some Freckle Fawn chipboard elements, and this is like a little Mambi sticker up here. And this was a 3 that I didn't think I'd get a chance to use, but we had 3 minutes left in the puzzle. So it made sense. And then this is just a journaling card. I just used the white back of it to do the journaling. The next day I called Hail on Leap Day because hail is such a rare thing. I've seen it only a few times in my life. So it's pretty exciting when it happens. So I just stuck my arm out off my balcony, and I got some collected on my sleeve and took a picture. I used this journaling card for the date, and I just stamped it with some, I think those are Dilution stamps. And I had some thickers and just some random teal embellishments that I put on that one. And then I thought I'd just make a mention of my art for the month again. I don't know if you remember, but in January I did January was artsy page, so I thought, hey, let's do another one. Let's do February. It was also artsy. So I just used some alphas to do the title, a lot of alphas. If you watch my ATC video, you've seen this already. So I just stuck one in here. It seemed like a good place to save it. And I just took a picture of my mixed media morsels journal. You may have seen that as well already. So I just put a little note about the things I've been working on, some washi tape. I thought the blue would bring together the blue in here. And just a little bird. Just trying to use up my ephemera. And then there was a page left at the end of the month, like this was blank and I was going into my March divider, so I just put a random selfie that we took this month in front of this weird looking wall. There's me and my husband, and yeah, there's not much to that, just matted my photo. Wrote my journaling on a scrap of pattern paper, some stickers, just some random stickers from my stash. Some alphas, I just outlined them in black so they'd stand out a little more. And then we get into March, and I've shown you my March divider before. So I called this one Swimming in a Snowstorm. Again, anytime there's snow, I need to talk about it. It's just so, I don't know, I just get so excited. And so we have a pool, a rooftop pool in our building. So my husband had just snapped a picture of me getting out of the pool, so I stuck that one in. And I just made a note here that I have finally learned how to swim. It's something I've been trying to learn my whole life, and the swimming lessons actually worked. Finally, this is not the first time I've taken swimming lessons, but this is the time that it finally stuck. So it's a really exciting time for me because I've been trying to learn it for so long. So I just made a note about that, and that was what it looked like outside the window on the top floor in the pool. And just used some thickers and just a couple of stickers there. And then we went out for dinner at Momofuku Daisho, which is a fancy restaurant. There's one in New York and there's one in Toronto, and one of the things that they do that's so great is they do family style. So I made sure to put that in the title, where they basically just gave us this enormous roast. It was as big as, I can't even think of something that's that size. It was as big as a turkey, basically. It was this enormous, enormous roast. So I just made a list of everything that we ate, and I took a picture of everyone that was there, and just some journaling about the experience, and just put some rub-ons here and here. And I just cut up a Scrapbook journaling spot there. The next one I just called Hanging Out, and this is actually where we went out after dinner. We went to my friend's office, and it's super hip and young, and they have like pool tables and foosball and a projector TV. Like, it was just such a crazy office. So we went and we hung out there and we watched the UFC fights. Miesha Tate won the belt, so that was pretty exciting. So I just took a picture, one, to capture that moment, and two, just to capture the crazy system we were watching it on. And then just some pictures of some people playing games and us hanging out. And there's my husband on a beanbag chair. Then I just stuck a journaling card in the back there and a little bit of washi tape. And next one's called Sausage Making with Sherry. She's a good friend of mine. We don't see each other nearly enough, but she came over and she brought 8 pounds of meat, and we just made sausages all afternoon. It was really fun. So my husband snapped that picture of us working in the kitchen, and I just used some thickers and some alphas. I find like with this paper, it's so busy, I almost always go to my black alphas. So you've probably seen me use this one 100 times, but I just don't have very many alphas that work on these papers. And I had this teapot embellishment, and we were drinking tea all day, so I just made a note of it. And again, just another one of the journaling cards. I'm almost done with the journaling cards. There's just like 2 or 3 left. So I think I used one on almost every page. The next one I called Parody League, which is just capturing that my husband's in this really advanced Ultimate Frisbee League. I'm really proud of him for getting to that point after he's only been playing for a year. So he took me to his game and I watched it, and when I saw how advanced it was, I couldn't believe it. So I just did a little bit of journaling about it. This was supposed to be a journaling card of like being all dressed up, so I just covered up what it was supposed to be with washi tape, and I just put he was a trooper. And I put wow, because I was pretty impressed. So it's a really simple page because I'm running out of stuff at this point. The next page is called Achilles 5K Volunteer. So we volunteered at the Achilles 5K run to hand out medals and water to the people at the finish line. So there's a picture, I did this photo collage, I don't know if it's easy to see, they're kind of small pictures. So that's a picture of me handing out the medals. There's my husband, there's a picture of everybody at the start line. It's picture of all the medals and a picture of the chili and beer that you have afterwards because it ends at a brewery. And then this was our volunteer card. So I just stuck it back here because it just was nice to use a piece of ephemera. It's got the logo on it. My printer's out of black ink, so I had to print out my journaling in blue. But I like how it looks, so it's cool. And the last one is called Blood Wedding, A Night at the Theater. So I went to see a play, and the production company is called Soul Pepper, so I put their logo there. And this was the piece of art that was in the program for this particular play, and then I put my ticket here. And then I just journaled about it. I just cut this out of a journaling card, and that's all there was to that page. Oh, and I just put a little sticker. We went to Selma, the chocolate maker, so I just put their sticker down there. Yeah, and that's where I'm at. So I barely have any pattern paper left. I've just got like 4 sheets now. And I'm going to wrap this book up at the end of March. So I'll do one more flip through at the end of the month. And then I'm moving into my new journal. And I'll show you that in another video. Thanks so much for watching.